Nothing ruins your day like smashing your brand new quadcopter. So, I originally got this Quantum Nova, and that was the first aircraft I had. And as you can see, it didn't go so well. And so what I recommend is that you always start out with a smaller aircraft and work your way up. Just a short story about it. So I had it all set up. Actually works quite well. I had an issue where I couldn't program my waypoint or my home position on the GPS, so it didn't really have an updated home position. When I took off, of course I'd never flown one of these before, it was hovering and doing pretty well, and it kind of got up away from me a little bit. It started kind of drifting away. And so I hit the return to home mode, and when I did that, it tried to return to wherever its original home was, and went into some trees, luckily. And I say luckily, of course it smashed it, but at least I didn't lose it. And so went into some trees and crashed. I'm going to do a video series here soon where I will rebuild this Quantum Nova with a new body. So there's the new body, fresh from China. If anybody knows about these Quantum Novas, they're kind of a knockoff of a DJI Phantom, and they're not real expensive. I originally had gotten a DJI Phantom from my wife, and I was concerned with flyways because they were having a lot of flyway issues with those at the time. And so we returned it, and I got this instead as a kind of a quadcopter to learn on. So maybe not the best choice again on that. So let me strongly advise you to get something like this first. So this is the Blade Nano QX. You've probably seen that in a couple of my videos. Excellent little quadcopter to learn on. I've wrecked it countless times, have yet to damage it. These original props and everything. I've wrecked it into everything. And I've become quite good at flying it, including flying it outside. So that experience will then translate into this new rebuilt Quantum Nova. So I'm pretty comfortable now that I can fly the Quantum Nova once I get it rebuilt. Also, I recommend flying a model plane as well to learn the controls. This is the Sport Cub S2, I believe it's called. Really an awesome little airplane. It uses the same small battery that the Blade Nano uses, and I bind it with a DX6 radio, which is this. Really great combination. Flying this, you learn how to combine the controls to give nice, smooth flight, and that's very important. That translates directly over to the quadcopters. So I really recommend flying a small plane like this. This thing is awesome as well. It has a learn to fly mode. Basically, it has a gyro in it, so it helps you stabilize the aircraft. So when you're getting into quadcopters, drones, or whatever you want to call them, it's going to be a lot cheaper to start out with a small little quadcopter like this and teach yourself how to fly. Don't fly and depend on the vehicle to fly for you. It's very, very important. People like Flight Test, it's on YouTube. They just lecture over and over and over about this. Very important to do it. So before you go and spend the money on something fancy, and of course this isn't very fancy compared to some stuff out there, get something small and learn on that first, because believe me, you're gonna crash, and that's okay, but crash with something small first. Thanks for watching Project King videos. We appreciate your support, and we'll be back next time.